Ghost Rider is one of those character designs that sounds ridiculous when you explain it out loud. A flaming skeleton in biker leathers, covered in spikes, wrapped in chains, riding a motorcycle from hell. That should look like 5 different ideas fighting for attention. Instead, it's one of Marvel's most instantly recognizable characters. And with Ryan Gosling now announced to play Ghost Rider in a new Marvel film, I wanted to draw my own version and work out why this character still hits so hard. For this piece, I did not want the bike, a city, or a full action scene. I wanted Ghost Rider to feel like he had already crossed the distance and was coming straight through the frame, so the composition is built around one decision: put the skull as close to the viewer as possible, then use everything else to make it feel faster, hotter, and just more dangerous. The head had to be the first thing you see. That sounds obvious when the character has a skull on fire, but fire is greedy. If every flame is equally bright, detailed, and sharp, the artwork becomes a very expensive screensaver. So before adding spectacle, the face had to read. Ghost Rider, he has no pupils, eyebrows, or skin to create expression. The emotion has to come from shape. The eye sockets angle downwards, the brow ridge creates aggression, the cheekbones narrow the face, and the fixed grin makes him feel less like a person and more like something that's already decided your sentence. Most characters express emotion through their face. Ghost Rider, he barely has one. So attitude has to come from the angle of the head, the silhouette, the lighting, and the posture around it. I pushed the head forward and kept the shoulders high, almost closing around the skull. That makes the face feel embedded inside a much larger shape rather than sitting politely on top of the body. And Ghost Rider should never look polite. The spiked leather also creates a frame. The large black shoulder shapes pull your attention towards the center, while the spikes break the silhouette and make the body feel hostile before you study any detail. Almost every shape points, cuts, or flares outwards. Nothing looks safe to touch, but I avoided rendering every inch of the jacket. The skull and flames already carry a lot of information. If the leather had the same contrast, the image would become noisy very quickly. So I kept most of the body in heavy black shapes, then used orange edge lighting to reveal only the forms that mattered. The palette is built around 2 opposing temperatures: hot yellow, orange, and red in the fire, then cold teal and near black through the skull, jacket, and background. The contrast makes the flames feel brighter without turning the whole canvas white. Fire only looks luminous when there is darkness for it to overpower. And one of the easiest mistakes when painting fire is adding glow everywhere. Glow is not seasoning. You can't just keep pouring it over an image until it becomes cinematic. The light still needs direction. The same firelight catches the skull, teeth, spikes, and shoulders, helping everything feel part of one scene instead of separate effects pasted together. I also kept the skull darker than people might expect. If the bone structure were bright white, it would compete with the flames and lose some of the menace. Keeping it dark lets the fire inside the eyes and around the crown feel almost internal, as though the heat is coming through him. Once the figure was working, the next problem was movement. The pose itself is direct and Ghost Rider is facing us, so the speed had to come from everything around him. The flames pull backwards across the top, the foreground streaks cut diagonally through the frame. The background follows the same direction, creating that sense that he is moving through heat and air at speed. Diagonal lines feel unstable, they suggest that something is happening. They turn this from a static portrait into something closer to a collision that hasn't reached us yet, all to make this truly dynamic. The foreground flames create the depth. Some sit behind the character, others pass in front of the body and partly obscure it, but the effects still have to protect the focal point. I avoided covering the eyes or breaking the main shape of the skull. Every effect has to earn its place. If it adds speed, depth, or directs the eye, it stays. If it only makes the image busier, it goes. And that is the biggest lesson from this piece. Ghost Rider is already an extreme design. You don't need to make every part of the artwork extreme as well. The character works because the chaos is organized. The skull gives us one clear focal point, the shoulders create a powerful silhouette, the limited palette keeps the image unified, and the fire creates movement without destroying the structure underneath it. Ghost Rider is not memorable only because his head is on fire. He is memorable because every part of the design communicates the same idea: punishment, speed, and something supernatural that can't be reasoned with. And that is why I hope Marvel protects in the new film. Ryan Gosling is an interesting choice, but the casting will only work if the visual direction commits to the horror of the character instead of standing him down into another clean superhero. Ghost Rider should look dangerous before he says even a word. He should feel like a light source, a silhouette, and a threat at the same time. And that is what I wanted this image to capture. Not a man wearing a cool costume, but a force coming straight through the darkness. Now, if you enjoy the process videos and professional breakdowns of comic art, posters, and character design, subscribe to the channel and let me know in the comments below what you want from the new Ghost Rider film and whether Ryan Gosling is the right choice. And if you are an artist trying to improve your work while building a more professional and profitable career in art, I cover portfolios, positioning, pricing, and clients in my book, The Profitable Artist. And a link to that is in the description below. And as always, thank you for watching.